Hello everyone, my name is Armia and today we are taking a look at another SCP video. It has been a while since I did one of these. Fair warning, I hope my audio sounds fine. If it doesn't, I do apologize. I'm still setting up on my new place. So if it sounds a little bit different, if it sounds a little bit worse, I do apologize. If it sounds good, yay, wonderful. I'm gonna do my absolute best to make sure it sounds good. Regardless, yes, hello everyone. I haven't done SCP in a little bit now, and people have been recommending this one, 2316, also known as the field trip, or you do not recognize the bodies in the water, to me. So let's get right into it and give it a look, shall we? It has been a little bit, so I'm curious if I still am up on my SCP knowledge. You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
By order of the Overseer Council, the following file describes a Keter-class anomalous Cognitohazard.
That's pretty high.
Level 42316 classified. Unauthorized access is forbidden.
If I remember correctly, Keter is kind of impossible to contain, or very difficult to contain.
Item number 2316. Level 4 Secret. Containment class Keter. Disruption class Kennick. And risk class Danger.
Ooh.
The following file contains images and text that are carriers for anomalous cognitohazardous influences.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Due to this, it is imperative that all personnel accessing this file be certified as having a cognitive resistance value, CRV, of no less than 14.5. Should you fail an automated CRV verification, please remain calm and do not move. A member of your site's medical staff will be with you shortly.
Oh, that's ominous. I like that. I think it's one of the cool things about SCP, that the horror can start before we even get into it, if that makes sense. With Gothic horror, quite a lot of Gothic horror is you have a haunted house, and that's where the horror is. And then once you're gone, that's it. Resident Evil, for example, has places that are definitely horror, and then places that are 100% safe, or at least feel safe, Meanwhile, with SCP, it often feels like there's not that many places to hide, and I think that's cool.
Please repeat the following phrase slowly and clearly into your terminal microphone. Running adjusted tonal variance processor.
I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Complete.
Okay.
Your CRV is within acceptable limits.
Special containment procedures. Under no circumstances are Foundation personnel to approach SCP-2316. Observation of SCP-2316 must only be carried out by remote dummy probes utilizing video and audio recording equipment. Only those personnel adequately rated for exposure to cognitohazardous anomalies may review footage and audio of SCP-2316.
Oh wow, so just in general, it's kind of almost a radioactive kind of deal, if that makes sense. You don't want to have people get close to it because they might get affected. Okay.
The lake in which SCP-2316 is located has been quarantined and fenced off, and is to be routinely patrolled by individuals who have not been exposed to SCP-2316 and have no prior knowledge of its characteristics.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Individuals who attempt to bypass the enforced quarantine must be apprehended and moved to Site-33 for a full cognitive influence screening. Individuals who come within 50 meters of the lake containing SCP-2316 are to be considered lost.
God dang, okay.
Please repeat the following phrase.
Oh, I do not recognize the bodies in the water keeps coming up. Interesting.
Slowly and clearly into your terminal microphone.
I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Variance processor. Verification complete. User CRV is within acceptable limits.
Description: SCP-2316 is the designation for an anomalous phenomenon existing within County. SCP-2316 manifests as a group of human corpses floating in a small group at the surface of the water. The identities of these corpses are
Cognitohazard removed. All Automated change unknown.
though DNA testing has
Interesting.
been inconclusive.
Wait, DNA testing. So they did actually go out there, probably with drones, and do DNA testing. This is already giving me like Death Stranding vibes for some reason. Like you know, like some kind of like mass of people-like entities.
While SCP-2316 appears to be individual instances, it is theorized that SCP-2316 may instead be an entity composed of a collective consciousness. Individual instances of SCP-2316 do not act on their own, but do seem to be able to act collectively as a single unit. The individual instances of SCP-2316 are unrecognizable.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
SCP-2316 hosts a powerful cognitohazardous effect, causing those who have viewed SCP-2316, are aware of certain parts of its nature, or who were enrolled in
Cognitohazard removed. Automated message invalid.
to believe that the individual instances of SCP-2316 are human beings they recognize, typically from their childhood.
That makes sense. So I imagine that, like, the idea is literally, oh, you see bodies in the water, you want to join them, and then you become part of this, like, hive mind deal. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
Attempting to come into contact with SCP-2316 instances by way of entering Lake or touching an instance of SCP-2316 will cause other instances of SCP-2316 to appear.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
The additional instances only serve to reinforce and add to the strength of the cognitohazard, compelling affected individuals into the lake. Individuals who enter the lake in this way are lost, and to date, none have been recovered.
Okay.
Addendum 2316-1. Interview.
Data expired. Error. Unrecognized users. Please log in to view file A0 less than. Verification PI. User CC is valid and accepted. Let me show you their faces. Begin log.
Let me show you their faces. Ooh.
Compelled to enter the water, like something was pulling you in. What? No, of course not. There's nothing wrong with them. They didn't drag me in. I saw them in the water and went in myself. I needed to see them. I wanted to hear what they were saying. They're my friends. When you entered the water, what did you see? Faces. My friends. Faces I recognized. Some I didn't, but they became more familiar as I saw them. I'd known them my whole life, but there was something wrong with them. Wrong with them. Like the face of someone you see in a dream, where you can't remember it right. There's something wrong, and the way they're speaking, No, that's impossible. They're simply not moving their mouths, but I could hear them, asking for help. They told me. They told me who they were. They told me you knew who they were. That you... Enough of that. You're clearly succumbing to...
Oh, I do like that. Cognitohazards are really interesting in SCP because of this kind of stuff. Because, I mean, our minds is who we are, right? The effect, like the idea of our minds being affected by an outside force and that, like, subverts it and changes it and influences it in this manner is very. It's scary, but it's also very interesting, I think. And it does make me. It's an interesting concept, that's for sure.
The Cognitohazard. We need to get you medical attention, Agent. If you... Get your hands off me! I know all their names, Harrison! I heard them speaking to me! Every single one! All it takes is one person to see them and tell people, and they'll know what you've been trying to hide! Turglaw Wood High School! Class them! Get them out of here! Take them...
Hold on. Kirk Longwood High School class?
to amnestics and turn that goddamn recorder on!
And log. Please repeat the following phrase slowly and clearly into your terminal microphone.
I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Verification incomplete.
User CRV is not within acceptable.
Uh-oh.
User CRV influenced by active cognitohazards. Please stay still. A member of your site's medical staff 4025 will be with you. Log out.
Spooky.
Addendum 2316-2.
Invalid.
Oh.
Terminal low 32. You don't have a lot of time. You'll need to get away quickly. Go back to the lake. Go into the water. Look into their eyes. It's your friends, your classmates. You took the trip to the lake in the fall of 75 together when you were young. Don't you remember? Look into their eyes. I know you can hear them talking to you, just like they talk to me. Don't let them tell you it's just a cognitohazard. This is their fault. They caused this. We were all innocent kids, don't you remember? And you just got away, you and I. The rest of them are at the bottom of that lake, waiting for us to go back to them and be whole together again. They want us to know. They want us to remember. Wake up!
Be whole together again. Yeah, this is very Dead Space vibes. Oh wow. This is giving me like the marker like vibes, like when Isaac is like completely going nuts. That's really cool and interesting and spooky.
God damn it. Remember the fall of 75, the year we were supposed to graduate.
Okay, sorry. This is not the writing's fault. But now that I hear like 75, etc., FNAF has kind of ruined that for me. Was that the bite of 87, you know, like that whole thing? It God dang it.
Don't let them make you forget. They're calling to you. Can you hear them? Can you hear them? Can you hear them?
I mean,
can you hear them? Can you hear them? Can you hear them?
Oh, spooky.
Can you hear them? Can you hear them? Look into their eyes. Can you hear them? 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 Can't you hear them? Can you hear them? Can you hear them? I know you can. Can you hear them? Can you hear them?
You know what's really clever, what they are doing here? I don't know if you guys can see it, but as they're cycling through faces, a lot of these faces have recognizable parts of pretty much any given face, right? Like a nose that might be similar, or like glasses that might be similar, etc. So you start recognizing, or like your mind fills in the face that you might recognize. It's pretty cool.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. They're waiting for you.
Description: SCP-1833 is a copy of the 1976 edition Kirk-Lonwood High School yearbook, previously belonging to student Carolyn Kirk. The
Okay.
yearbook shows mild wear and use indicative of its age. The front cover of SCP-1833 shows a 3-arrow design, with the words Reflections of 76 near the center of the page, and KLHS 1976 in the bottom right corner. The back of SCP-1833 is blank, save for a small amount of charring along the spine. An inscription inside the back cover reads, "We've had a great year, haven't we? Don't worry about waiting for the reunion. I'm sure we'll see each other soon enough. Lots of love. From all your best friends."
Interesting. So, the question being, of course, so what has caused this Cognitohazard to become a thing? Is it just linked to this book in some anomalous way? Or maybe did the SCP Foundation obviously like cause something here? Interesting. And like adding, like effectively like becoming a part of the class is, yeah, it's very hive-mindy, isn't it? It reminds me a little bit actually about the sea consciousness from Stalker, which if you're not familiar with, the sea consciousness in that is basically the reason why the emissions in that game happen, why the zone exists. It's a hive mind that was meant to control all of humanity and basically enforce peace, but it went wrong, and, well, now it kills people.
Verification complete. User CRV is within acceptable limits.
It was really good. That was really, really strong, honestly. A very well done little article. And and really interesting as well. I quite like how this video was put together as well.
Thank you.
Very powerful.
Zargaran, Professor Puffer, the Morrigan, Ritalius, Karim El Ashmoui.
Yeah, like just generally really, really strong. I am very impressed by this. Honestly, like, I think one of the cool things about horror like this is exactly this sort of the involvement of the audience, if that makes sense. Like the fact that we are one of the like a character effectively observing this SCP is very, very cool. Yeah, I like this a lot. Very interesting. I'd love to read more about it. I don't know if there is more. Maybe they purposely leave it up to your imagination, which fair enough, honestly. But what's here is very strong. Anyway, well, that was the first reaction video recorded here in my new house, or well, new abode. New home. It has been a bit of a week setting up and everything, but I am very happy to be back to making stuff. And well, a very special thank you to our very important planet Aku and Cool Mr. Cortez, and of course Tato, Orlan Dog, Reed, Eddie Cute Puppy, and Alex the DM over on Ko-Fi for your support. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and we will be back very, very soon. Bye bye.